Boom, chicka, boom,
bum,
chicka, boom, boom,
bum,
boom,
bum,
chicka,
bum,
boom,
bum.
chicka. Kilted
Tilted
balls.
balls. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
hey,
perfect.
hey. Welcome back, people, to the Kilted Balls podcast. I liked that theme song this time. It's a
That's
little bit
good.
bassy, a little bit nice.
That'll
We're
have to
having,
be on the a very special Kilted Balls NFT.
right? We'll have to add that. We should go through them and find our favorite ones. So I'm
No,
drinking a little whiskey tonight, but you didn't bring your whiskey, huh?
I did forget my whiskey. I have my water here,
Nice. It looks pink. Do you
and
still
I did.
have any of your blue label?
Gina's is unopened. Mine is gone.
Yeah, I knew the one was gone. I was hoping the other one was still available.
Hmm.
And, just because gift goat gifts and stuff. Did
Yep.
you see I forgot his name all of a sudden. The gift goat who rented out the restaurant. Did you see that for VeeCon?
Yeah, that's
He's
awesome.
got a house, and I almost thought about like saying, "Hey, yeah, Kilted Balls will come down there and we'll drop a
Yeah,
grand or
that
two."
that would be really cool to stay there. Sadly, I had already I booked the hotel instantly to get a better price.
Nice
So
job. Nice job.
we're at the Crown Plaza, the one that's right there across from the convention center. So
Nice.
we have to walk out the back door to get to White Castle and then loop back around to get back to the Lucas Oil. But I think we're
We're
in a
gonna
perfect
smell
spot.
so bad.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat
awesome.
so much White Castle. So much White Castle. I almost had some today, and or not today, but this weekend driving home from a thing, and like I was talking to the girls in a car and talking about going there, and one of the daughters was like, "Ma, why don't you like that?" She goes, "Because it stinks and the smell never goes away." She goes, "As soon as you like bring it into your car, you have White Castle car forever."
That is possibly true. That's
It
possibly
could be
true.
could be true. So
That
yeah.
is awesome. So yeah, what we're just talking about is VeeCon coming up, and it is in Indianapolis this year.
Woo!
So that should be really awesome. I was excited about that because it's our stomping grounds for Gen Con. We know
It
the area
is.
well. I've done shows there for years and years. So super excited about that to be able to hit back some of those spots. We'll have to hop in the car probably before it starts, but there's
Mhm.
a couple really good restaurants that we have to hit up in Carmel.
I tell you, I
So
was so excited when I heard that. I'm going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium this weekend, actually.
that's
And so I
awesome.
was like, oh, that's where I'm going. And it was so cute. I was at an event this weekend, and, I told the guy sitting there, if you haven't been around Kilton Night, we talk to random people all the time.
I have
It's
a
kind of
random
what we
person
do.
story after this.
But I'm chatting with this guy, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to this event next week. And he's like, oh my gosh, I've gone there 25 years in a row. And I'm like, that's amazing. He's like, is it your first time going? I'm like, yeah, it's my first time. I'm super geeked, super excited. He's like, oh my gosh. He goes, you're going to love Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. And he's like, Indianapolis is a great place. He goes, you need to go here and here and here and here. And I'm like, uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And then like later on we're talking again, and he was a bit older. Obviously, he's been going there for
Hmm.
25 years. And he's like, I said something like about parking in one of the lots or something, right?
Yeah.
He's like, wait, have you been there before? And I'm like, I might have been to Lucas Oil Stadium a time or two. I go, I've never been to this event,
Yeah, this event. Yeah.
but
He missed that spot.
but I might have been there a little bit. He's like, isn't it great? I'm like, it is pretty freaking sweet. It's pretty freaking sweet.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Hmm.
So, Gina found some really cool things I think she found it on Marketplace.
Okay.
So anyway, she's like, "What do you think of these?" And I was like, "They are awesome. Yes, let's go get them." So, as a guy
Yes.
makes dragon claws. I guess I have to hold it on my body.
That is
So he
awesome.
makes them, he kilns them and everything. So we go there and we're talking to him, and he seemed like a really cool guy just up in Lincolnton. And Gina kind of looks, they're standing in the garage. He has a Tesla Model 3 there. So they're talking about
Nice.
that. And the boys were in the car. So I stayed in the van and she kind of looks in. She's like, oh, yeah, he had some movie posters inside his house. And she's like, oh, those are some cool movies there. He's like, yeah, I've worked on all those, just doing different things. And it's like, oh, wild. And so we're talking, and he's like, yeah, I actually, um, the movie, I think he said it's almost done or it's ready to go, like post production, and they're thinking about doing some fundraisers and doing this and that. And I'm like, have you ever thought about NFTs? And he's like, yeah, maybe. And we're talking about it a little bit. And of course, Gina's so wonderful. She says I'm the crypto genius. But then I have to hop out of the car and talk to him and a little bit more. I was like, if you're looking to do like just some basic fundraising and stuff, if you're taking clips or parts, just going on and on, like, it might introduce people because he was familiar with the space a little bit. He didn't know who Gary Vee was, so
Mm-hmm.
well, can't blame him for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he seemed like a really cool guy, younger guy. I'm
Did
waiting
you
for the
tell
movie
him
to
he could
come
like, mint them really cheap on Solana? Is that...
I did not. I did not. I would not tell anyone to do anything with Solana. That's my own personal beliefs, though.
I've seen a lot of people going online saying Solana's going to go to zero. Solana's going to go to zero.
hmm
I'm
Uh,
like, I have been sitting on a Solana 3S, I think for like 6 months.
awesome. Is it like $1 million right now?
It is not even remotely close. That's how bad that was. Let me tell you what it's worth. I don't even remember what I bought it for, right?
See, that's why I don't like those 3S tokens. I'm starting to not like them.
Okay, so I have a Solana 3S, and let me tell you when I first bought it, what I set my sell price at. Does that make sense?
hmm
So I don't remember what I was trying to get out of it at all, but the order has been here since June 15th.
Uh-huh.
And I set my order price on June 15th at $4.79 for Solana 3S.
hmm
Solana 3S right now is trading at 47 cents and it's up 72%.
That's awesome.
It's got 10x from being 72% before it hits my target of $4.79.
Well, since June, let me see if I can even, I'm on the wrong.
I'm a little worried that the 3S tokens are not what I thought they were. And I know I should read up on them more. And I know they say, make sure you read up on what our agreements are, right? Like this,
Yeah.
even right on my thing right now, it says, please carefully read the product information before you trade this. Like it's, and I'm like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, depending when you bought it in June, you're like even really because it's gone up and then back down to June.
How much was it on, like, I don't know, June 15th? What was Solana 3S?
Oh, I don't know 3S. I was just looking at Solana in
Okay, how
general.
much was Solana in general?
Solana's candle that day went from like 31.63 down to 26.62
So
approximately.
between 26 and 31 was
hmm
Solana.
Yeah. Today it dipped down. It looks like the low today was like 20 $20.50.
Okay, so this is exactly my point. When I bought that, than what it is right now.
hmm
So it's for sure cheaper than it was. Cripe, I can't even. Okay, there's my 3S. So now I'm looking at Solana 3S, and I'm going to go back to June. And sorry, people, for doing this on air, but we've been talking a lot off air about what the F is going on
Yeah.
with
Life.
these 3S tokens. And this is a great example of what we've been talking about. So on June whatever, right? Solana on June 16th, I probably got it the day or two before it dropped. So let's say I got it a day or two before. It was trading at $7.
Yeah.
So somewhere between $5 and $7 is what it was
Mhm.
trading for, probably when I bought it, right?
Yeah.
And and Solana was more expensive now. So in other words, Solana's value has gone down from when I bought my 3S token. This token is worth 10 times less, right?
So that should be, yeah. So your gains are 10x, right?
No, what I'm saying is right now, like if it never changed, I would be in the profit right now, right?
Yes, yes.
But instead, Solana 3S needs to 10x for me to hit my air.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood how you were saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's I'm down by 10 times.
yeah. Lifer talks about that. Lifer talks about if you're going to do the 3S and the 3Ls to do them fast.
Yeah.
But
So
I
this is a
just heard
great
that
example.
recently after I rode my 3L Bitcoin all the way down.
And so, if you're wondering again why we're talking about this, one of our new strategies, we've been talking, I don't know, for the last 5 or 6 episodes of different
Hmm.
strategies we're trying that we're excited about. One of our strategies that I was excited about was my 3S, 3L strategy, and it was looking really good. And then about 2 weeks ago, funky stuff started happening with my three tokens, and all of a
Hmm.
sudden they were not correlating the way they were. And I was like, wait a second, these aren't right. And so now I'm going back and looking at other three tokens that I got and I just held on to, like I didn't care.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cripe, these things are not, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not doing what they said they were going to do.
Hmm.
And so now I'm not as happy with those tokens as I was. And I think I'm out of both of mine right now. And
Okay.
I honestly might not open them again. Like I would rather do a futures
Yeah.
with a 3x than I would do the token. In fact, I'm really sad because I have a really big chunk of Ethereum 3L and it almost got back to even with that pump.
Hmm.
Not quite. And now it's back down and I'm like, cripe, like I could get screwed on that. If it does the same thing
Hmm.
and reasserts itself, I could be in a world of hurt.
Yeah.
So, but okay, my 3S token is almost back to even. It's $8 away. So it's really close. And if it hits there, I'll probably get out of that 3S
Hmm.
for my Bitcoin and I'll stop trading those three tokens. I'm just
Yeah.
for long
Yeah.
term.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we're focusing on as well. I mean, sometimes you can take stabs at stuff and just do it. But yeah, what we want to teach anybody is a longer term if you're not paying attention and
Mhm.
how that works. Yeah, because some of mine are down a lot more than they should be, and they're not coming up as fast as they should.
Yes, and that's exactly what's happening with that Solana. It should be back to even right now. And I'm like, yay,
Hmm.
it's back to even. Then I'm like looking at it going, you're not back to even.
Yeah.
And Solana seriously could drop to zero and it might not still not be back to even.
Yeah.
And that was in June, and I don't even remember what that order was back in June. I
Yeah.
can't believe I might get long term.
Yeah. So
That's something.
so Solana did not drop as much as some other things did today,
Yeah.
which is pretty wild. What actually, you know what? Oh, I'm on a different chart here, just a second. So, and some didn't drop as much, like Doge didn't drop much, just out as far as like things that I look at, but
Really,
some
Doge was
had,
down like 20 some percent.
but it didn't drop as much, or
Oh,
like the spike down because it had the spike up. Oh, and then
okay.
down. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I was looking at.
I'm like, it went down like 20% because I almost did a
Don't mind me.
future on it because I was like, that sucker is down.
Don't mind me. I'm making stuff up. But
Okay.
what's really down, and I don't know why this isn't oh, I need to do it here. But FTT. So
Oh, gal,
we were talking about
FTT.
Sam Bankman-Fried the other day, and just like about what that BitBoy wasn't really excited about some things that he was talking about and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
that had a huge dump. It's one of those things like, I mean, Binance is possibly going to buy FTX.
Oh, I thought they actually already bought them. They
I
haven't
think
yet.
they have to do their like due diligence and stuff like that.
Okay,
All
so
that.
here is here's kind of what I heard, and I don't know any of this is true, so I'm not
Okay.
trying to spread FUD or anything like that. And I think I included you on some of this,
Mm-hmm.
but it sounds like the person kind of in charge. Well, so everybody's pissed in the crypto world right now, and if you're in crypto world and you haven't been paying
Mm-hmm.
attention, what the running gag is, two billionaires are in the fight and the rest of us are suffering because of it.
Yes.
Everything dumped today and everybody's blaming these billionaires.
Yep. CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried.
CZ and Sam Ingman. So what the deal is Sam, um, I, you could make an argument that Sam has done some shady ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
You could make that argument, and I think that argument would probably be valid, right? He's done some
Mm-hmm.
shady shit, and he needed money to do more of this. He was making a ton of money, billions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he needed more money to make more money, and so basically he started that FXX token,
Mm-hmm. FTT.
sorry, FTT, to fund his gambling. It's the FXX trader, right? Isn't
F
that the?
it's the FTX token. Yep.
But what's the
It's
trading
FTT.
thing?
The trading site is FTX.
FTX, right? So it's
And
like the
and they're
fourth
the ones
biggest.
who renamed Staples Arena in LA.
Okay, so that's how much money they got, right?
Yes.
And basically, what they were doing, what I understand they were doing, and again, kind of little hearsay, but
Mm-hmm.
basically, what they were doing is they were manufacturing these tokens. Their their other company was buying the tokens,
Alameda Research.
and so both groups looked like they were showing huge profits, but it was all their own shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like me making the Ballbuster token and selling it to Kilted, and then me saying, look at the price just went up. And so you look like you've made a ton of money because the price went up. I look
Mm-hmm.
like I made a ton of money because you bought them from me. And really nothing's happened at all. Like it's all
Mm-hmm.
freaking made up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of what my understanding is they were doing. And
Mm-hmm.
then the funny part about it was, and this is where the billionaire fight, he, and I don't know what it was, I didn't go back and look, started teasing Binance.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And
Mm-hmm.
basically Binance was like, fuck me, fuck you. And
Yeah.
so Binance, if you don't follow along, is the largest one by a lot.
In the world, yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
basically they were like, oh, really? Guess we're going to liquidate all of our holdings for your company.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yep,
were
they
like,
did say that.
no, don't do it. We'll buy them all back. And they were like, nope, we're going to crash the price.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. So they said, we're going to sell all of these tokens, which is
But
way more.
they said over months, but news came out and everyone started dumping.
Everybody started dumping. As well, they would. They started dumping. The company didn't have enough money to back
Mm-hmm.
all the people who were like, we're going to pull our money out,
Mm-hmm.
which I think was definitely Binance's plan.
Yep.
Binance like basically wrecked them. So they were like, "Oh yeah, you want to play games? We'll fucking play games. We know you don't have the liquidity
Mm-hmm.
to back this." And so they sunk them, and then they said, "Okay, we'll buy you now."
Yep. You have, from my understanding, you hit everything on the nose. But when all this stuff was going on, something I just saw today, and I don't know, I mean, I didn't follow along that closely because obviously I missed out on buying my Doge when I wanted to, but
Right.
that Sam really wanted to help Elon, and Elon said no, and CZ helped. CZ put in, I think, 500 million.
Oh.
Yeah, Binance did to help Elon get Twitter.
Yes, that's right. I
And now
did know
all this
that.
stuff is going on.
So Elon knew that was about to happen.
He had to have known something.
Had to have, which is very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
He does shady ass shit too,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like he would totally do something like that. Be like, yeah, not only that, but I'm gonna sell all my tokens too.
Yeah.
What for $22 a share? And oh look, now it's $2. He made out like a
Mm-hmm.
banshee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that is So anyway, that tanked the crypto market. I did make a mistake today. I have not been liquidated in a long ass time, and I got liquidated today. We talked about it. My
Mm-hmm.
long, I really have a lot of faith in longs, and my long was dropping, and it passed my normal threshold. My normal threshold is 20. I forgot to set it, so it was down to 34, and I said, maybe when it gets to 50, I'll liquidate it, but I'm not going to worry about it because I
Mm-hmm.
know it's going to come back. And then I got busy, which is why you set the stops.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 20 seconds to set a stop. I don't know why I'm an idiot. I walked away. Hour later, I get the notification, yep, you've been liquidated. And I was like, son of a gun. And here's the
Yep.
sad part. The market dumped today,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably made, well, I was notifying you every time. I probably came out ahead on what, 5 trades today?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 6, 7? So I took a liquidation. Now, luckily, it was a really small bot,
Yeah.
right? But I still took an L, which I didn't want to. But even with the market dumping like a banshee, I had a whole bunch of wins.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of wins.
That's awesome. So for me, and this is funny because we talk about getting in our own way. So
Yes.
this morning, I didn't want to open my long. It started going down. I debated on closing my long at a minus
Right.
10%, but I didn't because that's not part of our rules. And this is the month. I can't remember if I said it last week. This is the month I'm being very conservative because the other months I haven't been.
Yes.
I've been more like pushing it where you've been more conservative and we've flip-flopped a little bit.
We flip flopped a
So
little.
I did not mess with it.
Hmm.
And so then, like you had said something about the pump. I was able to close that pump because I didn't set any take profits.
Oh, nice.
So my take profit was 25% instead of 10%, but which meant my short was way down, but I was confident in the short. And then the short drop, I ended up taking my profits too early, but I took 25% profits on that.
That's
So
great.
today was it worked out well for me today, just like not messing. And then I didn't jump back in. I probably could have. I'd be just by looking at it, I'd be up a little bit, but I'm glad
Yeah.
I didn't because then I just didn't want to think about it. But I did open up a spot bot.
You did. What one?
I opened up Ada.
Okay, so I was trying to decide between XRP and if you've been a long time listener to our show, back in July when I was traveling, I opened a whole bunch of spot bots just to try them out. We played with them, we liked them, they were okay. And then we upped it and started doing futures. We
Mm-hmm.
made a shit ton of money on futures, and then we lost a shit ton of money on futures. And so then we kind of got away from it, and then we started our strategies now, which use future bots but are not as aggressive. And I totally forgot about spot bots, and I tried one today with XRP. And the only reason I was deciding between XRP and ADA was because you used XRP and ADA for your strategies and they
Mm-hmm.
weren't bad. So I didn't do
Yes.
any research on them. I was just like, okay, he's been doing them and they were good. And I wanted something with volatility. So I opened my XRP bot. And I'm super excited about my bot. Okay. So for those of you who haven't listened to us or haven't paid attention, when you open a bot, if it's a normal spot bot, it will just trade your stuff, no leverage, and it's just like doing normal trades. So the
Mm-hmm.
only risk is, will your stock go to zero? Like you'll never get liquidated like we were talking
Yeah.
about. It's only whether it'll go down or not. And what it does is the whole time it's trading, it'll trade for whatever you tell it to trade for. So normally like a penny, maybe
Mm-hmm.
5 pennies, maybe a dime. It depends how much money
Mm-hmm.
you invest. But it's really small amounts, but it does them all the time. And so those obviously add up over time because you're making lots and lots of trades.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I figured XRP was a good risk that even if it dropped, and I did this before the drop. So I
Okay.
started mine, well, I started mine about 11 hours ago. So what was that, 10 a.m.?
Okay. Yeah.
So that was before everything tanked. It went up kind of right away, but I didn't care because I was doing this kind of just to hold my money, and I
Mm-hmm.
was wanting to look at grids. And here's what I'm loving so far about XRP. It has already made 1.6% on just the grid.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether XRP is going up or down. It's like a dividend stock. Now, the thing that I have it is I'm having it reinvest those automatically. So my position should be always getting bigger and bigger.
How
In other
did you
words,
do that? Was that
it's
something that you
automatic.
did?
It's automatic
Oh, okay. I was like,
unless
I
you
don't
tell it
remember
not to.
seeing that. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, because I was in Texas when we were doing this. I can remember
yes,
waking up in the
yes.
morning and messing with this in Texas.
Well, and so I just wanted something like XRP that I felt was kind of safe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that I could just leave and let run for as long as until I decided what to do
Mm-hmm.
with that money. So that money was just sitting in the account doing nothing. And I thought I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
So I just threw it in the bot today, knowing I wasn't going to do a lot of trading today because it's election day. It's the 8th. Listeners, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but we've been screwed on the 8th, 9th, and 10th for 2 months in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So me taking a big
3.
3 months in a row. So me taking a big L today is not a surprise because we have taken a big L every time on the 8th. I don't even know why I bother opening anything on the 8th. So I'm like, I'm just going to tie my money up in this spot, right?
Yeah.
And you can increase your investment like right away, or you
Mm-hmm.
can take money out right away. But I'm just excited. In the 11 hours it's been running, it's made 52 trades,
Yeah.
right? So
That's awesome.
that's what I was right. Like, okay, you trade over and over and over and over, and when you go back to what I bought you for,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be having a pretty good chunk of investment money returned.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
the
kind of my
reason
thought.
the reason I opened up is because this is our third month of our strategies. We're working kinks out, and every month around this time, I've been up significantly, or at least to our target.
Hmm.
Whereas today I am past our target right now, and I've ended the last 2 months negative.
And you're past your target right now.
I'm at
Nice.
20% right now. The target is 10% this month.
Well, I've got to say, this is how bad liquidations hurt you. I was at one point today with my bot because I got liquidated on a bot. Before
Hmm.
I got liquidated, I want to say I was up. Um, what was it? Let me look. I've actually got it right here in front of me. So before I had that, I was up 17% for the month.
Wow.
And then I got liquidated and now I'm down 32% on my bots, right? So that was
Yeah.
a that was a bit of a big hit, but it had been doing pretty good. I just kind of made that one mistake. Now in my new strategy, if you
Hmm.
care, um, I started it on the 4th. I'm up 13% right now. And
That's awesome.
today I hit both in that strategy. So I
Nice.
was actually up, yeah, probably 40. Well, not overall. How much would that have been overall? I was probably up 9% just today.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
you can't
so
be
even
sad about
even
that.
with even with the XRP taking the big drop, what's your bot, or what's your, yeah, spot bot actually at right now?
With like what percentage am I down right now?
Yeah,
4%.
that's awesome.
So
Because that
yeah,
was a giant drop.
with the huge ass drop, I'm only down 4%, which is again one of the reasons why I like why
Hmm.
maybe I'm going to start thinking more about spot bots,
Yep.
right? Because if I can get my 10%, then
Hmm. Yeah, because you,
that's a lot safer to me,
yep, that's
right?
awesome.
It makes me feel a little bit better about myself, like better win. And the fact that it's reinvesting all the time,
Hmm.
like I don't know how much XRP I started with, right? But I theoretically, the way that bot is working is I'm getting more XRP
Yes.
every time it does a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wish there's probably, I don't know enough, right? So right now, all of my orders are for 5 XRP at a time. So it's not a huge bot, right?
Yeah.
It was just a little bot to kind of hold my money. So they're all for 5. And the question is, when does it kind of jump up, you know?
Yeah.
Like if it's reinvesting it, is it just, it wouldn't make more orders, would it? What would it do? I'm going back all the way to the very beginning. Yeah, so it's done the same amount. It looks like each, wait, maybe not. I guess I don't know.
Darn it.
Well, it says like executed amount and executed quantity. And the executed quantity looks like it's changing, but the exec or the amount is changing, but the quantity looks like it's been the same the entire time.
Okay.
But the amount,
No, I was just wondering, like, if it what it was at.
yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out like how is it reinvesting that money, you know?
Yeah.
Like it says it'll reinvest, so do I have more? Oh, here we go. My position right now, I'm going to write this down
Mm-hmm.
so I can check on this. Right now I'm at 237.34 XRPs
Mm-hmm.
and $50 in the arbitrage.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'll watch that and see, do those two positions increase over time,
Mm-hmm.
right? And theoretically they will.
Yes. Oh, while you're talking about that, so the guy, and I can't remember his name, I'll have to look here. Kyle Lewis. So thank you,
Yes.
Kyle, if you're listening. Um, and he was showing us some skulls that he did, and there was
Yeah.
another, I had to get it, like we weren't planning on it.
Mhm. You weren't planning on it? Oh, you're showing them right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you can show
Skeletor
me.
skull.
Nice, nice.
Got the little hat.
Skeletor. I had a student once do a wicked Skeletor impersonation.
Oh
I
yeah.
loved it. Loved it.
So this is living on my desk. So yeah, he had some really cool stuff. So
Like with my name. That's why it was
oh
like
really?
funny. And I was
Oh,
like, bah ha 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 ha. I'm like, that's pretty
that's
amusing.
awesome. That's awesome.
Super awesome. I think it's super
I'm
awesome.
trying to. I thought there was something else I wanted. I see where he's starting to run short. There's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. So
Um,
I
I don't
didn't
know.
win.
I've been playing a lot of future gambling today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like kind of that's why I've been making so many wins. And the
Yeah.
one I'm looking at right now, I meant to do one on air again because I liked doing it on air.
Yeah.
I'm feeling RNDR a little bit, a little,
Okay. That's one that Lifer likes to talk about, the render token. So it's
yeah,
funny that because you did yours on air and then I got all excited. So I started doing mine. I moved $100 over.
yeah.
So and then instantly the $100 went away to zero.
Oh no,
So,
that is
um,
not that's not
so
good.
then I put $100 in. I had put another $100 in. So I'm counting it as $200, even though I'm starting with 100 again,
Yeah.
and I'm at 380 right now.
Holy cow! So you're already back ahead.
Yep, almost double the $200 investment.
Wow.
But I had some crazy runs. But I'm doing kind of like you, like if I just feel and I'm looking and I'm just trying to let the universe tell me. Let the
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like, I'm looking at this going, all right, it
If you're
hasn't really been
feeling it,
under this for a while. Maybe I should look at the technicals. I'm losing a lot of faith in technical analysis. Like I know
we
people that's
talked
like a
about that.
thing, but I'm kind of losing faith in the technical. I've been
We'll
losing
have to
faith in
talk
it
about
for a
that.
while.
We'll have to talk about that some more. That'll be, and maybe we'll do a special episode or
But
something.
but my Stokes say that RNDR token is about to go up, I think. And it's kind of low. So, I mean, I think I might try another long on it, right?
There you go.
It's down 30%. So I'm like,
Okay.
okay, you're down 30%. Can I grab you at 20x
Yeah.
and make a quick few percent? Like it's still kind of dropping, so it's not quite the right time,
Yeah.
but it's so stinking close. So stinking close to being there.
I'm
So
excited for you.
that's why I'm kind of like, ooh, are you going to keep dropping or are you about to turn the corner and give me a little pump
Okay, I opened up a XRP as well,
for a bot?
and I opened up a Gala spot.
Nice. I've
Those are
been,
all long-term tokens for me, personally.
yes.
Like
So they're
not pumping
long
my
term
bags for
anyway.
me. Yep. I'm not suggesting anyone else do it, but
Right.
and with this dump, I'm almost to the point. I transferred over. I transferred over quite a bit of money to. I couldn't get it in my KuCoin account. It wasn't letting me transfer it over the other day, so I just put it in my Coinbase because I didn't want it sitting in my account. I'll be ready to deploy that here soon. I'm shooting for more the end of the month, but like I said, I'm doing these bots because I want to protect that, protect that increase I had and move
Right.
along because we're like you said, we're focusing on monthly gains.
Yeah. Focusing on monthly gains, I think, is gonna help a lot. Right.
Hmm.
I think it will.
Yep. Well, it's been a great episode.
All right. Well, thanks people for joining us. We will catch you all later and stick with us for more fun. This is
Hmm.
Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon, Jerry. Love you all.